Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today's video, I'm going to be talking about the worst dance studio ever, or the worst dance studio experience that I've ever had. Now, I will admit, it's not really the worst dance studio ever. I mean, I've only been to 3 dance studios, so it can't be the worst one ever. That was just for the title, because it's a catchy title, but still, I had a pretty bad experience at this dance studio, and I thought that I would tell it to you in a story time, because you really liked my last story time. That one did really well. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing story times since you liked my last one, and I can keep on talking about stories or experiences that had happened to me. So let's get right into the video. The name of this dance studio was Karen Horton's School of Dance. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before, but me and my mom actually found out about it through a newspaper ad, because they always have this like section of the comics that has their ad on it. So like the name of it was Karen Horton's School of Dance. Let me know in the comments if you've been there, if you liked it, if you disliked it. This is just my experience with it, and yeah, you can let me know if you liked it or dislike it. So the reason why I even went there was because I was looking for a new dance studio to go to after the one that I had been dancing at for 7 years had closed. That one was Kathy's School Dance. I had been going there since I was 4, and I had been going there for 7 years when it closed. So I was looking for a new dance studio, and it was like actually really unexpected that it closed. Like it just closed in the summer of 2014 without any notice at the end of the year. And so yeah, that was kind of sad for me, but I still wanted to go somewhere to dance, so my mom and I started looking for places to dance, and the first place that we saw was a place that always had the ad in the newspaper, so Karen Horton's School of Dance. And it was during the 2014-2015 school year, so when I was going into 6th grade, I was like 11 at this time, I believe. And when we were going to Karen Horton's School of Dance, it was about 30 minutes away from my house, when Kathy's was only like 15 minutes. So first of all, it was really long from my, how do you say that? It was a while from my house, so that was number one thing that was kind of wrong with it. And yeah, first looking at the place, when we like got out and we were looking at it, it looked like a rundown McDonald's. I am not kidding. Like the boards that were on it, they were all like some of it, the paint was chipping off. It was also like really tiny. Like, I don't know. It was less than the size of my house, like way less. And the reason I'm saying this is because you're supposed to be a dance studio where lots of kids are going to, and compared to Kathy's School Dance, which I've been going to for 7 years. It was really small and run down, and it looked terrible, to be honest. But I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna judge it by how it looks. I'm gonna go in and see how it is. But my mind was kind of made up when I looked at it. But I still went inside and did the whole thing and all that shabam. Anyway, so it had like signs on each part of it, on each part of the building. Like it was like let's say this is how big it was. It had like one part was for tap, one part was for jazz, one part was for ballet, okay? Yeah, okay. And it was like a hot summer day that we were going there, since like I said, Kathy's closed down in the middle of summer, and we needed to find another dance studio before the school year started. So it was like a really hot summer day. And you know what? The air conditioning was really not that good. When I walked in, it was kind of a relief from the hot summer day, but not really. You could still feel how hot it was outside from inside of it. And there were, flies. There were flies inside of the studio, which was kind of like, flies? Are you serious? It's your dance studio. I want flies in the dance studio, but whatever. After that, me and my mom went to the orientation that had like other moms and their daughters. They were interested in the dance classes, and my mom had like looked online and seen that they had an orientation at this time where they tell you the like rules and how it works, because like we had no idea how anything works. So it's good that they had an orientation. And in the orientation, the teachers said all of the rules, and some of the rules were that 1. Dancers will use the same makeup, including eyeshadow, lip gloss, mascara, blush, and eyeliner for showcases. kidding me, girl? Are you kidding me? The same makeup for everyone for showcases. Do you know how many infections you can get from that? If someone has like a mouth infection or a lip infection, if someone shares that same makeup, that other person will get it. And then if another person shares the makeup that that person used, they'll get it. So they were using the same makeup. The same makeup for showcases, which they could get lip infections, they could get pink eye, they could get eye infections, they could get so many infections, and they didn't even care. That was a rule. Okay? It was at that time that I looked at my mom with a look, like, let me try to make the look again. I was like, yeah, I was scared. I was scared when they said that we used the same makeup for showcases. And it was the look that I gave her was kind of a look saying, these people are crazy if they think they're giving me pink eye for makeup. I'm 100% not going there. It was then that I 100% knew that I was not going there. But, we still had to sit through the orientation. So, I sat through the orientation. But it was at that point that I knew I was not going there. And another rule was that if you missed a class, like any class, 2 times that you signed up for, you will be kicked out of the school. Kicked out of the school. Okay, what if I'm very sick? Do you want me to go to the class and while I'm sick and get everybody else sick? Oh, but you obviously don't care about your dancer's health because you're using the same makeup for a showcase. Or what if I'm going on a school trip or a family trip? Do you want me to just not go on that trip to go to your dance studio? I don't think so. And it actually should be really obvious that using the same makeup will give you infections, including pink eye and lip infections and eye infections. That is really obvious, okay? My mom is a nurse practitioner, and she knew that, and she had been telling me that, so I knew it. But still, you should know not to share makeup. Are you kidding me? And also, 2 absences will result in you being kicked out of the school? What? Like I just said, what if you're really sick? Do you want me, a really sick person, to go to that class because I'll get kicked out if I don't and get everybody else sick? I mean, it makes sense because you really don't care about if your students are getting sick or not. Okay. If I'm getting sick just talking about this. No, I was already sick. It's not that. Talking about this is not that powerful, but still. Anyway, students at dance play should be allowed to be absent as long as it's not excessive and not like interfering with learning the dance at all. Like there's people at the dance studio that I currently go to that never show up. Like they'll show up like once or twice. Maddie. Like they'll show up like once or twice to class and it's like, boy, if that happens then you definitely should be kicked out. But if you're absent twice, you shouldn't be kicked out. I don't know how many times I have to tell this. I have to say this to you. I think you get it by now. So yeah, anyway, I knew within a few minutes of sitting down at that poorly air-conditioned studio that my mom wasn't spending her money for me to waste my time there. Yeah, and right when we got back into her car, we started talking about how bad it was that they found it okay to give you pink eye and the terrible absence rule. The absence rule was that if you didn't come to 2 classes, you were kicked out. And yeah, from then on, Karen Horton's School of Dance was known as the rundown old McDonald's that gives you pink eye. Luckily, that is the story of Karen Horton's School of Dance and why that was my worst dance studio experience ever. Luckily, we found Scenic City School of Dance. I'm wearing their t-shirt right now, Scenic City School of Dance. Before the year started, and it was a great studio that was half the time from our house that was from Karen Hortons. It was only 15 minutes from our house to there, which was really good. And it had wonderful air conditioning, was very big and high quality, had normal rules like different makeup for each person during the showcase, and no absence policy for regular classes, meaning that it wouldn't kick you out if you miss a certain number of classes. They do have a thing called company where if you miss enough, then you'll be kicked out because they go places doing dances and you have to know every dance really perfectly. So like I understand it for when they're doing company, but they don't have a absence policy for regular classes, which I found really good compared to Karen Horton's absence policy, which was really, really stupid. Where was I at? And it was overall a better looking and sounding place for me. I started that year and have after this year's showcase in May or June, it depends. So after this year's showcase in May or June, I've been going there for 3 years. I have overall really loved it. I mean, in the first year, it did take some getting used to because I remember that the classes were a little more advanced than the same classes would have been at Kathy's. I went to a Hip Hop 3 class at CXC School Dance thinking that I could do it really well because the classes at Kathy's were a little more not as advanced when they were at the same level. Let me tell you, I was scarred for life when I went to that Hip Hop 3 class. They were like teenagers. They were like 15, 16. At least they looked that old because I was only 11. And they were doing all this advanced stuff, so that scarred me for life for hip hop. But I overall have loved CXC Dance, and I'm continuing to improve each year, which is amazing. I'm now taking jazz intermediate / advanced, lyrical intermediate, ballet intermediate / advanced, and tap advanced, which I am loving all of those. And I have been dancing for 10 years after this year's showcase, and I have loved dancing for 10 years. I've been dancing since I was 4, and I'm 14 now, so it makes sense. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed that video of my worst dance experience ever. Let me know if you have gone to Karen Horton's school dance. Let me know if you've gone to Kathy's school dance. I know that a lot of people that are in CXC Dance right now in my classes have gone to Kathy's school dance. So let me know if you are going to my classes right now in CXC Dance, because I know that some of the people that go to my dance classes watch my videos. I know Luca, Lydia, Mia, some of those people. So if you're one of those people, or you know one of those people in CXC Dance, leave a comment down below, or let me know how your experience was at CXC Dance, Kathy School Dance, or Karen Horton School Dance. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can do that by clicking my face, which is right there. You can also watch my most recent video, which is right there, and a featured video, which is right there. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.